Welcome to the Band Shop Podcast, Season 2, Episode 8, with the Redtail Boys.
Wow.
For a second time.
Sorry, too close.
Yeah.
Returning.
Uncorrupted
this
live
time
data
without,
as well.
This time without all the fuck-ups.
Great, dope, dank recording. Yes. Excited.
It's pretty fun.
Very
man.
excited.
Oh, I'm so glad that it worked out this time.
Yeah.
We appreciate having us back, man.
I like the lighting upgrades a lot.
Yep. You guys
Definitely.
Well, there's more space. There's a shit ton more space in here now, too, compared to when you were in here last time.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, it allows us to have multiple cameras and things now. And
Yeah, it's great. It's great. We had a great
Felt
time.
good. It sounded
Good
really
set.
good in the headphones as well.
Yep.
yeah, well, that was kind of a unexpected thing that we were going to have to do this time around, but it actually worked out pretty well, all things considered, getting to use the headphones and stuff. We actually haven't had a guest in here this season use the headphones.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, actually,
I'd say it
was
works
my
pretty
favorite
good.
part.
Yeah.
You would think that
Fantastic.
honestly, I would think that more people would want to use them, especially drummers, like so that they can hear
Oh, it was
everybody.
great, man.
But like, I don't know.
I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but yeah, like definitely for us three, you gotta have a certain volume to like feel like you're like in the pocket live.
Mhm.
So yeah, the headphones like help that for sure, I would say.
Cool. Yeah.
So
Sorry.
what all has been going on with you guys
That was pretty cool, bro.
since the last time you were in here, though?
I
Like,
support you.
well, like we let's see, we did a show with you guys almost a year ago, like back, like the beginning of last year, like before COVID fucked everything up. It was like right at the early part of last year.
Yeah.
We did one
Yeah.
with you guys, and then COVID came in and decided to fuck everybody's musical careers up.
Yeah.
Just anybody who wants to do
Although,
live,
let's be real, though.
performance.
It is kind of nice to see the bigger acts that are so used to getting everything handed to them also get shut down.
Well. Yeah, I don't
I
like
like a
to see
lot.
anybody
Yeah,
fail, but
it definitely. Yeah, it sucks for all
Oh yeah.
crowd sizes,
Yeah.
but the
Well, and-
the larger groups, they'd suffer more. I
Well,
would
especially
say.
like if you think about it in towns like this, like where we're all from here, and like,
we got it pretty cushy, honestly,
Yeah,
as far
but-
as lockdown
I did
goes
all right.
over here.
but all the venues, like we don't have that many venues to begin with, and we're losing
Right.
even more of them.
sure. Yeah.
So it's like,
it's weird.
I don't know. I mean, like I think the last time you guys were on, almost exactly a year ago. It was a little
Yep.
over a year. It's about a year and a month.
Yep.
Since the last time you guys were on here,
So
because
were
it was
here
in
in
December. It was like early December of 2019.
Fancy that.
Cool.
And but like even just in that time before COVID, even we were starting to lose even more venues, because I remember we were talking about that when you guys were on last time about how like compared to like when we all used to play together back in like 08, 09,
Right.
Right.
there were
Oh,
tons
yeah.
of venues here then and like places to go and do.
Well, venues like willing to accept like kind of rowdy music too. There's like fine line with like you can't go play like a
Yeah.
tiny little like any of the like the little restaurant pubs around here. There's only like
Yeah.
2 or 3 that like the heavy stuff now, kind of like, and then that's even like who knows now.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I don't-
honestly,
I don't know
let's
now.
be real. I mean, at least the only place that I've seen in town that's like been super willing to do like heavy stuff has been the Spot.
Spot.
Yep.
Like,
Spot, and then the
well, yeah,
North End.
and North
is
End,
great.
yeah, with
love
Do
that
Room guys and
spot.
stuff, yeah,
It's
with
great.
Nick and
Doom
everybody,
Room's great.
yeah. But that's
Yeah.
like
both
it.
of them.
But yeah, the Spot and the North End,
That's the
those are
best.
like the
Yeah.
the hubs of
I love that
somewhat
stage.
aggressive, rowdy music
It-
in the area.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's pretty chiseled. They're like pretty chipped away. The Digby's was starting to do
Digby's
some there,
does
which
stuff,
was
but
odd.
like they were doing. I still don't think they really did anything too loud. It seemed like they were mostly doing like smaller.
we
acts,
have one booked with the band Groove.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that's our
like-
drummer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like right.
Billy,
yeah,
who
yeah,
plays
Billy,
drums for them. Yeah, plays drums for us in
We
Harris
had
now.
one booked with them there, like right before, and then it like shut down.
Yeah.
It never ended up happening. But we were gonna do that, and I was like,
I was gonna say that would be the first time I've seen a band that loud over there, because usually.
it
It
would
would've had to
to
have been
feel
outdoor.
out. Even
Yeah.
if it was outdoor, that's
even
still
outdoor-
really
Outdoor's
loud and
rough.
echoey out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Like
We might be
it would be
festival
fun.
people.
on a nice breezy day.
Oh, dude,
out there
I
would
would
be
love
nice.
to play outdoor at Digby's like during the summertime, like at night, just to watch all the people like downtown, like looking around, like confused at where all
would
this
be
noise is
really-
coming from,
Yeah.
as it's
Yeah.
echoing off the courthouse.
There would be
I was gonna
complaints.
say, yeah, even if it was outside, like the inside or the outside in that venue, I was very curious as how that was gonna play out with like,
But-
really loud stuff. But
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to get back in the spot. Like the spot's home.
Yeah, the spot like started becoming our home too, and it was partially because of you guys, like bringing us in there and stuff. Like we started finding that
that was a
we
fun
had the
show.
most acceptance in town with the spot crowd. Like,
super like it's not really like a specific music scene there. It's
no,
just like,
they're just
yeah,
kind of like
whoever.
whatever.
Yeah, it's great.
Let's be entertained. Let's have some fun. Let's get
Yeah, a lot of like real wild jazz more often than not, but then it goes all like hip hop and
Mhm.
everywhere.
sometimes they did like comedy there from time to time as well, so they just kind of took all comers as far as like live stuff, so that's cool. Hopefully
Yeah,
soon.
let's hope we can get more of that.
Yeah.
Like again,
yeah.
I've actually been dying because like one of the things that we wanted to do is when we started expanding this was to we wanted to start doing more shows like where we here at the podcast would like sponsor it. Basically, we would bring our equipment in and mix with things. And had some early conversations with the guys at the spot about possibly doing that, where like we bring in our PA stuff, mix it with their PA stuff, and then we have the ability to record all of the sets, and then
Sure.
doing like maybe every couple of months or something, you know, like every quarter of the year, do a specific band shop sponsored night where we bring in bands that have been on here or
Yeah.
whatever, and do a show there where we can have the whole room with the crowd
That'd
and
be pretty
have
fun.
and
That
then
would be
bring
a
all of our
really good
lights as
time.
well as the stuff
Like,
that they've added in,
they-
and like
Usually
you
be
know.
willing to play ball with something like that, I feel like.
I think it would be awesome to, you know, work together to do something like that. And we want to do more of those kinds of things with this. I mean, the whole purpose of doing this, like we've talked before, is just like we wanted to be a platform for all of our friends and local bands and small bands that had no
Right.
way to get anything out. So it was like to work with a local venue as well would make it even better.
Right, just more like platforms that everybody can help each other on the better.
Yeah.
So it definitely can't hurt
Yes.
everybody at all. This was cool to get to do this now too, because any of the shows we talk about, it's like maybe in the
Right.
future. So
Yeah.
now this is like good to be able to.
It was
put
nice
out
to see you guys at Fried
content
too
now.
this last year. Like, 'cause we
Yeah.
hadn't seen you since February, and then you guys came out and you ended up opening up Fried Fest this last year.
Yeah,
That was a good time.
And
yeah.
That was a
everybody
good
there
time.
seemed to like take to you guys pretty well.
I'm really-
like,
We're really glad we had
It
a
was
really
pretty
good time.
It was fun.
I mean, that crowd's
play
always
outside.
super
Yeah,
accepting
everybody
to
there
anybody
was
anyways,
was,
but
was
like,
really great.
like I honestly saw quite a few people that were like just sitting there like really digging what you were doing and like, oh, this is.
fun.
That's cool. Thank you.
I'm glad.
But
Yeah, definitely would do that again. The outdoor gigs are pretty fun. We've only
Yeah.
done a couple of the little
Mhm.
outdoor festivals, but always pretty fun.
that was one of the only shows that we got to do last year. We did the one with you guys. I think we did two at the beginning of last year. I think one of them with you guys, and then we did one with the Green Leaves
Yeah, we just
when they were doing their EP release
Mm.
tour.
nice.
Great.
Both of them were at the spot. One with you guys and one with them. And then like COVID shut everything down, and then the only other show we played was at Fried. So it's like, and we haven't honestly, like we in Eros haven't even. I think we got together and kind of jammed once, like a month and a half ago, something like that.
Yeah.
But we haven't really done anything.
Took
So
a few months off.
yeah, I was gonna say, what do you guys?
Till
What did you guys end up
Yeah,
doing all year?
Yeah, they're right at the beginning. It was kind of
I
like
think till
just
probably
just to
right
be
before
safe.
Friday.
We're like, okay, well, we'll just like chill for a while. There's no shows, so no need for practices. But I mean, now we're back to like every single week.
Pretty
Well,
once
I know,
once a
like
week,
even just
for
trying to
sure.
get you guys on here. Like what I think I hit you up probably every
Oh,
month and a half
I
for
know.
2 months for
well,
like a
we
year.
we were just not. I mean, I myself didn't leave the house till July or June. Like because I am fortunate enough that I could just work from home.
Mhm.
And so one day you come back from lunch one day and your boss is like, just take your laptop home because we may just ask you to work from home as much as you can right now, and then I get a call the next day and it's like, just don't come back. I mean, like, keep your laptop. We'll send you, like we'll figure out how to get your monitor and stuff, and it's just that was it, and I was like. All right.
Awesome.
Cool.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, big right now.
What do I do now? And then it was like, oh, everything's closing.
Oh, dude,
And-
like I took I'd say about a month off from working at all, and by the end of that, like between the third and fourth week, like I was already going stir crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm like, man. And then of course, I work a job where it was considered essential. So like I was out
sure.
during all of the major shutdowns. But unfortunately, like with, everything shutting down, it also hurt our work a lot.
Right.
So it was like
Yeah.
there wasn't much work to be done in the first place. So
Big
it was
time.
like
Yeah.
Definitely.
I worked 6 days a week straight on through the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Lucky.
gonna say, as far as
No.
work, I stayed working through most of it, but there was like just recently a big long shutdown, and it got so long that I got stir crazy. It's
I mean, I loved the
Haven't-
fact that I got to spend more time with my family.
right.
Yeah.
Like we all got to spend like a lot more time together as a family, which we hadn't really done in a while.
Yeah,
but
Man,
it's
I had
it's
panic
also
attack.
like not the best time of year for it to happen. Though, 'cause,
Exactly.
like when it happens now, it's like you end up like The Shining, basically. You just get crazy.
I
cabin
want that.
fever.
I
so
did that.
bad.
I did that. Oh my gosh, my April was it was just like panic for honestly, like, and just because I just didn't know, I was just like, what is going on?
Yeah, just
I don't know.
getting shut down during like
Maybe it was March
seasonal
still.
depression bullshit too. Probably.
I was that's I
Just
just was
like-
I was just like I
it's-
can't do anything that I normally do.
Yeah,
Just
Right.
get you some
I want to
Zelda.
go back to work.
Yeah,
This is
so that's
boring.
what I mean. It was just like I'm
thing
gonna
is, like, for
start
me,
doing stuff.
like I was working overnights at that time, so I was like going out. I was starting around like 9, and then like I'd get off at like 6 in the morning or whatever.
Right.
And before COVID, it wasn't so bad. Like, there were still 24-hour places open. You still had some convenience stores open. You still had Walmart was still 24/7. Like so there were still places to go. Like if you needed to, grab something to eat or whatever. And like now, like even as of now in the beginning of 2021, basically nothing's open 24/7 anymore.
Yeah, I didn't even think
Like,
about that. Like
nothing
people
is.
on like third shifts and
Yeah.
like the graveyard shifts, they definitely got
Oh,
a little
shafted.
more affected. Yeah,
Like it was.
I guess I haven't really
Yeah.
like noticed it because it's like during the day, any drive-through or like
Oh yeah,
big
but nights, I could
department
tell
store,
you from
can go
working
in there,
overnights,
Yeah.
it got to where the only restaurant in town that was open was Taco Bell. That was it.
but Slim Pickens.
And I got so sick of Taco Bell.
I know over by campus, it probably just that McDonald's right over there on
that
campus,
one wasn't even
basically.
24/7. Like
Yeah,
they started shutting that one down at like, I want to say for a while they were shutting it down at like midnight.
Well, yeah.
Shit be crazy.
I don't know. I don't know what the inside of a Taco Bell is gonna look like. I don't think I'm gonna like.
They're so streamlined at this point.
At this point,
all
dude.
the restaurants, it's like they
Yeah,
can
well,
probably just survive.
To be
on
fair, like
drive-through
I
business
can't
alone.
think of.
places like that.
I honestly don't remember the last time I went into a restaurant in the last year.
Right. No, yeah.
Like,
I'm not really
I mean, I've
going.
got, I'll pick up stuff, but I think actually going into a restaurant,
Yeah,
I'm not
dude.
really going.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've never been in a restaurant either.
No, I've
Like in the last year since COVID,
I did
don't
during
think
the
I've
summer. Outdoor seating.
Yeah,
Maybe inside long enough to. I don't know.
I mean, I would go in, like I said, to
It's
pick something
better.
up or whatever, but like I can't think of times that I've actually like dined in really in the last year.
yeah, we did all right, but it's just
yeah.
cases.
definitely,
Cases are up.
definitely a lot less for sure.
Yeah,
to have, but
but
whatever.
man, yeah. So
Fucking COVID, bro.
been working. Yeah, just been working on. We've been writing.
Good.
We've been doing some writing. We worked on some new stuff yesterday
Yeah.
or Friday before we came out.
Yeah, we got a pretty slow pace with writing, but now that we have like a decent chunk of like one song almost entirely, and then like two others that have a good idea of, basically.
Nice.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
when things come back, we'll have a nice.
Honestly, I thought with like all
New
the
lineup.
downtime that I would have had a lot more like new material for Eros or any of the other projects that I've done, but like I honestly got kind of lazy.
Dude, some people-
like,
Hey.
I didn't do
I
a
feel
lot of
you.
writing like during that time, and I thought I would do more, but I
Definitely.
I feel that because I know like some other musicians that I know, they have been like, oh, I've been just doing nothing but writing.
Oh yeah,
loading
I
up
have
on
friends
songs.
that's like
gosh.
that's
I
all
got
they
a couple
did the whole
buddies.
time,
We're gonna
yeah.
like get together, and like once we can get back together, we're gonna have so much material. And I'm just like,
Dang it.
3 songs, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
And they're not even like 20 minutes long.
Everybody does it differently though, so it doesn't really bug me.
We're writing some more traditionally lengthed songs.
Holy shit! You
Got
mean
that-
like they're
That right
Under-
length.
No, dude.
under
Oh,
8?
they're-
No, dude, they're all
Yeah.
so long still.
They're long.
He's lying.
They're very long.
Yeah, dude.
I was
To be fair,
Look, I was
would
trying to cover up.
I would be pissed if they weren't like over 10 minutes at this point.
Well, listen.
I'd be like, you guys are fucking slacking.
Gotta get you.
you got to be able to
your
get
time
there.
in when you get up there.
You got to cough to get off, man. You got to be able to like hold it in.
It is like doing that now though, like as from going to like grindcore to doing like more doomy long songs. It's like night and day when you have to go play like a 30-minute set. It's like that's 2 fucking songs, dude.
What are you fucking doing to
We
me?
gotta squeeze that third one in. We're gonna go over like
Yeah.
10-15 minutes, man. It's gonna be.
Are we
alright,
getting
but-
paid? Because we might just go ahead and play 3.
But yeah, you do grindcore. It's like 30 minutes. It's like we do the whole set, and we got a couple more we've been writing that we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, I
Hey,
think-
come check us out
We
next
did
time. We'll play the other half.
I'd say we did like a 26-minute set. I think it was like the first Fried Fest we did. And I think we had 11 songs.
I'll be honest. A lot of the band, like,
But we flew through
that's
those.
well, and
It's
yeah,
just like the genre, though.
It's
You
genre.
get quick, shorter, quicker, like.
Well, it's like even
spastic
with us
songs.
though, like we talked about this last time when you guys were on. Like with us, I feel like we're kind of with Eros is part of the reason we work well together, playing together, is because we have a little bit of the doomy side with us
Mhm.
too, where it's like, so
Southerny kind of
Yes,
thing too, as
but it's
well.
like- you would think that I would write longer stuff, but I'm just lazy.
that's not.
I also
don't
can't
know.
get away from being like progressive with my writing either. Like just repeating the same chords over and over and over again for a while like
You
drives
can
me
do
crazy.
that.
So like
Yeah, see, that's kind of like the
I mean, you can
gear
do
shift
that.
But
we've
also
taken
length don't
from
matter.
like when it was like grind. It's like there's not like verse, chorus. It's just kind of like this part, then the next part, then the next part, and we're done.
mhm.
But yeah, like we've definitely tried. We've done a more like stereotypical structure of songs with the new stuff, but really long, basically. Yeah, I don't know why. Like when writing stuff, like our brains
Because we do it
end
for
up-
ourselves.
Yeah, we're like,
Yeah.
whoa,
and we enjoy
yeah.
it for
Well,
a
and
long time.
I love it,
Yeah.
like because you guys are very. I've always
Yeah.
felt like your guys' stuff is very focused on atmosphere.
It's probably the influences too.
Like
though.
Yeah.
your stuff like is really about, at least for me, like making you feel something.
Oh yeah.
So stretching things out gives
Thank
you
you.
that
Yeah.
feeling at times.
Thank
And then
you.
like watching you build on that slowly, or at times even an abrupt change, but it works because you're building an atmosphere, which is why it's not boring.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, we
it-
definitely.
it keeps you interested.
It's like the most out of hand. Like at our show, people seem to get is like kind of an aggressive headbang, and that's like the pocket we like
Yeah.
to be in. Basically, for you to like drone out. Basically,
Yeah.
and it's
Dude,
kinda-
I don't know
it's-
about you, but like the last one you guys played, like you've played it a couple of different times. Like I think you played it here the first time you were here. Unfortunately, that whole set got fucked up.
Yeah.
But like the heaviness of that song makes me just want to like
Oh, yeah.
grab somebody and just like
Oh. Blood on the
Like,
crystal
yeah,
wall.
yeah, it
well,
just gets so like
the one we probably Green Sears.
Oh, did we play that
Probably.
and not record it?
Well, we didn't.
today?
We probably played the full set last time.
We
and
did.
We only
Oh,
played 3
okay.
this
Now I
time,
know.
so-
I understood. Sorry, I was.
But yeah,
confused.
that's definitely probably one of our heaviest.
it's just
ones,
like I
but-
just remember when you did it here, and then obviously like when we played with you guys, at the spot. it's like that's the one that makes me want to like grab people and like
Green Sears.
Yeah, I guess that one is a little aggressive.
I'm like,
all right, I lied.
When we wrote that one, I was like, ooh, yeah, it makes me feel like Pantera.
It does have, kind of like a little bit of that peppered in there, probably.
It feels good. I don't know. Yeah, we could. I don't know. I still listen to aggressive music.
Well, I love the fact that like you guys, and I think we talked about it a little bit on the last time you were on, but like having known you guys as long as I have, and having known you back in like your previous stuff, like when you were doing more of like, you know, the grindcore stuff and like or spazcore in a lot of ways, I would think. Some of the stuff was really spastic.
Whatever you want to.
Oh yeah.
But like,
shouts to Rob
and then seeing,
Tyler.
like seeing what you guys are doing with this and how it is like a complete night and day difference, but yet there's still those elements that I hear and I feel in it every now and then.
Touch in there.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Just a little spurt, you know, on your face, neck, and chest.
It can't help
You know
but
how
be
it
a
goes.
little bit in there, basically.
Yeah.
But
It gets a little, just a sprinkle of that like.
Yeah.
Just sometimes you want to punch.
I'm ready to do the
I would love, although I would
Like a
love
little
for just like
breakdown.
one moment in a song for you to like make it seem like the song's gonna end, and then have like a 30-second spazcore moment just to fuck them up.
You could probably
do
do,
that at
like
the house
a
a
blend.
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do that a
usually
lot at the
happens
house.
practice.
Yeah,
for
and then
sure,
just figure out a way to somewhere in a song throw it in just to like completely throw off the audience.
There's probably a way to do
Throw
a
it.
somewhat mild version of it in a song, I imagine.
It would be
But
funny.
yeah, like the stuff we're playing now, I love it, but this is also kind of stuff, at least if counting that Green Sears one we didn't play, the first two that we played, they're like some of our first material, because we take a while to like cycle it out. So like the new ones I'm really excited to put in, because they're almost like the newest one is almost completely different sounding than the rest of our other
It's a
stuff.
lot more
got
A bit more like Blood
More-
on the Crystal Ball.
Yeah.
kinda. That's almost
Like a
got a
little
little more
swampy.
bluesy vibes
Yeah.
still, like a little Sabbathy, as to where the new stuff's like contemporary, like doom, like Monolordy
Yeah.
type shit. So
Yep.
I'm excited to bust that out of there.
Get to really put the fuzz on.
But then there's like another instrumental that's like completely like a psychedelic song.
Yes.
So
And-
it's gonna be
Nice.
fun.
Yeah.
I can't
I'm
wait.
excited, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm ready to play shows
I want to play some
again.
shows. I want to play shows really bad.
Yeah, I can't wait either. Like I said, it's been, I mean, like I said, since Friday that we've done anything. And before that, it had been since the beginning of the year before. So it was like,
Yeah, man.
other than like jamming around in here, I mean, obviously, since we have our own studio set up,
Right.
we get to, you know, enjoy playing around in our own studio from time to time. But like, you know, aside from that,
Yeah.
it's just-
Right. Well, that's what this is nice. This is basically like a little bit of get a little bit of that show feeling coming here to play
Yeah.
as well.
I got to
So,
get nervous. You know,
Yeah, man, you get a little.
you get that rush.
It is a little
Same
weird though.
vibe.
Like, I've talked with a couple of the guests that have been on. It is a little weird, like not having an audience, like, and just having cameras, because like what
I don't know.
everybody who's watching this can't see, like the other side of the room is just empty. It's just
Yeah.
there's junk, but there's nobody there. So it like when you
Yeah.
get used to playing in front of a crowd,
Right.
like you do feed off of an audience to some degree, just naturally
Mhm.
I
when
think-
you're
Oh.
performing.
I think
Yes.
that's why the
And so
headphones were
it's-
nice, though. It's because we couldn't really hear anything out there, but the lights were blocking out us seeing anything, so there could have been a crowd out there, you
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah,
So
we
it
got
was
to
a
be
good,
at our
like,
own
placebo-
show.
Some people
yeah,
take-
the placebo crowd.
I was gonna say some people take to it really naturally, and they can perform in here in a studio setting just like they would live, and there's no noticeable difference.
Yeah.
And then some people just can't get over like the fact that they're in a room with no audience and like it's
Well-
cameras and things. It's like it throws
Yeah.
some people off.
I'd say
But-
it's like anything, you'd have to do it a bunch to get used to it, basically. Just like compared like studio setting to live, to do it just to jam, it's all a different feeling.
I had
Oh,
to try and keep forgetting what I was doing, because every time I remembered that we were recording, I was like, "Pfft, oh no."
Right?
was-
That's how it
I was
goes.
like,
though.
oh,
It's like you're always so
Oh,
worried
I'm
that you're
gonna
gonna
miss
fuck
that
it
one.
up.
I'm gonna miss that
Right, yeah, it's really
Damn.
just like you thinking about like if you do a little flub, it's like don't think about it. Just
Yeah.
yeah, just
And the thing is that I was told many
Nobody
years
knows.
ago we in a band I was in, I think it was even before I met you guys. We played a show with Trenches, which is Jimmy Ryan, who used to be in Haste Today, like his band. We played a show down at the Emerson Theater in Indianapolis with him.
Yeah.
And we fucked up like at least 2 or 3 of the songs in our set. There were some flubs, some serious flubs. For us in the band, we noticed it.
Sure.
And I remember we got done with the set and we were walking off and trying to load off the set. And he was coming up and he's just like, "Oh, it was a great set." And I was just like, "Man, we fucked up a bunch of things." And he leans in and he goes, "Dude, nobody noticed."
Nobody knows.
He's like, "Nobody's going to notice but you." Unless you've got fans that are like diehard fans that have been to every show and know every song note for note. But even they aren't going to care that much.
That's so true, but even somebody telling you that doesn't make you feel better. It's like, great, nobody noticed my fuck ups. Like,
yeah.
How do we
and in his case, he was just basically saying, he's like, "I didn't notice anything."
Yeah,
but,
well, yeah. What is that?
You guys
say?
sounded so fucked up, nobody even noticed.
Yeah. You can put
Sort of
put a little
like a backhanded compliment.
Deviate a little bit.
little sauce on a note, little.
Yeah, it's true though. It's like they didn't write it. They don't know the finer details of it.
I was gonna say, as long as the drummer doesn't severely fuck up, you'll be all right.
Oh man,
you gotta play through the flubs.
I've had a couple of drummers before who have like seriously gotten lost and like didn't even know where the fuck we were.
That's terrifying, man.
And trying to find your way back to even just ending the song without it being like a complete and total train wreck.
I think they both cue in on the snare, so as long as I just keep going, then it all comes back to me.
Right. Our songs have some like wiggle room.
We got a little bit of room. Yeah, so. That's what we were joking
well, that's
before.
The nice thing about not doing like crazy, like complex stuff anymore. Like less areas for you to like.
Yeah. It's more just like a standard structure, and then we have a little fun inside of that structure, basically.
Yeah, he's got a couple parts that he'll like extend the solo by minutes. You know.
Oh yeah, I've noticed.
We can
just sort of cue it in,
tighten it up. It depends on the length of the set.
Well, and I feel like what's great about, especially with you guys having been friends and having played together for so many years, like you already know each other and you can kind of feel each other out. And I meant that in exactly the way it sounds.
For sure.
But like, it's one of those things where like you can kind of tell when something is going a certain way and you guys all kind of naturally just go with it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, this isn't planned, but
when you
we're
kick
gonna
in,
go with
you're like,
it.
oh, that's how we're playing that one today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that one's going that direction.
Definitely a familiarity, musical chemistry type thing.
15
we played
years,
together
man.
so long.
Yeah, man.
So.
Yeah, I've known these guys for so long. It's great. It's great. I love, but that's like, oh yeah.
It makes it easy.
Yeah, it makes it easy when you
you
get along with the people that you want to do, like, because music's so much of a like part of my normal. I'm so glad that we were able to continue doing it through the pandemic. You know, just be smart.
It's like definitely a nice release at the end of almost every week.
Yep,
for the most part. Yeah,
we're pretty religious about it. You know, like 2
Yeah.
hours.
It's like
Friday.
church.
Yep.
Redtail Motorcycle Club.
Get together
You know?
and have a fuzz bath.
Yeah. Take a fuzz bath.
Go back to work.
we could record more too.
We
do have like
We should write way
stuff.
more
We're
than we
just
do.
lazy about
We just
that
like
too as
we
well.
like making what we make, and then we bask in it.
Yeah, I think, did I talk to you, Dave, a little bit about, like, I think at one point when you were getting your stuff set up with your recording setup there, about, like, I was like, well, if you ever get stuck on something, just send me the raw tracks and I'll mix stuff down and send it back to you. Because we're running
That
pretty
sounds
much
great.
the same setup, like, in a lot of ways. We're using a lot of the same
We
stuff.
might have a thing you could look at.
Like-
Honestly, we
Oh yeah, we got
that Green Sears.
Green
song.
Sears.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
actually,
heavy one. We have recorded that
that
one
might be
live in the
inappropriate
studio.
even.
Not too
That would be
Yeah.
sick.
Well, and the thing is, too, is, you know,
Green
you guys
Sears.
are always welcome to come in here, too, and track things if there's stuff that you need to have done, too.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're having trouble with, because I know,
It
like, your
sounded
guys'
good.
setup,
Yeah,
especially,
you guys definitely.
especially
pretty
having,
darn
like,
good.
the vaulted ceilings and stuff sometimes works out great for, like, ambience, but then sometimes it can add too much ambience, and so you might want a more compressed thing
Yeah.
or
It's
whatever.
good.
You can come in.
We're like right at the top though, so we don't have like there is
True.
a pretty big peak, but it's not like cathedral because we're at the loft.
Yeah.
So it's
We
like
got some panels up.
Yeah.
And
We've been very happy, but we are always happy to explore too. So
Yeah, man, it's fun to record and play
Recording
in
and-
different
yeah.
places.
you guys have I really like what you've even been able to show us today while we were hanging out,
Yeah,
man.
Like, it's amazing how much changed in here over the last year. And it seemed like nothing was changing for the longest time, and then it was like all of a sudden I was like, oh shit, this is actually turning into like what we wanted it to be from
Yeah,
the
man.
beginning. Like, there's still a long ways to go. There's still a lot of projects we want to do in here.
Right.
And eventually the goal truly is, if this thing can really take off and we can get enough people, subscribing to the YouTube channel, that we can start generating money or through our Patreon and all that kind of stuff. The cool thing with that is that we could then eventually we're looking at like moving to a more dedicated spot, getting a bigger warehouse space.
Right.
And
This is also your guys' jam space as
Yeah.
well, kind of too.
and I think for as long as somebody within the band is still living on this property, this studio will still be here
Sure.
as, either a Studio A or Studio B thing, even if we get another bigger place set up. But ultimately the goal is to just keep growing it and make
Sounds
it,
great.
bigger and better.
It's been going well.
It's been going. It's been a struggle, but it's
Sure.
it's going.
right.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, having you guys in like this whole month, honestly, is amazing to me, because we went through a period of time because of COVID. I mean, we already talked about this on another podcast, but like where a lot of our schedule got screwed up. We had a ton of artists that were
Oh, yeah.
booked, and then like over half the artists just canceled
Oh,
or
yeah.
rescheduled.
Yep.
So we went from, because, we record things ahead of time and then, try to stack up a certain number of
Kinda
episodes
parcel it out.
so that, we have a little bit of a buffer. So if something goes wrong, we've got some time, and yet stuff's still being released.
Right.
And then COVID came in and just screwed all that up. So we, for a while, I mean,
Just a
I
big
came very
gap.
close at one point to honestly being like, we might have to shut this thing down. Like,
Sure.
because it was getting too expensive and there wasn't enough reason, in a sense that we weren't having enough people come in to use it because of COVID.
Sure.
And then what was nice was we started getting more people in, and then like before the end of the year, like suddenly we had like just a whole month just book up, just like that. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, that that saves me from like the heartbreak of having to like shut it down.
Yeah.
And it's been awesome. Like, you guys are part of that, like coming in, and you're one of the guests that came in and helped save it. So it's like, it's
Sick.
nice.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
I think like the
Sick.
timing worked out perfectly too. Like it seemed like forever that we were trying to make it work. If
Yeah.
I went into my DMs between you guys, it's like seriously for like a year.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
back and forth. Like,
we were just like,
can
sorry,
we do this
dude.
date? And you're
Can't
like,
do it.
no, we can't do that one. And then it was like you guys would throw a date. And I was like, no, I can't do that one.
Yeah.
Like, and it was just this back and forth. And like this time around, like you guys booking in, especially this month, like I said, where we had a whole bunch of artists book in this month.
We were waiting.
I was
on
like, it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Yeah.
and I feel like you
Turned
guys
out
are going to be
good.
one of those bands that like we continue to keep bringing in like
Well,
every year.
we're about
to, man.
to drop some new hotness. So come back and do a quickie, short bite.
That's true. Yeah.
I'll
It
bring
would
it
become
smaller.
once we get some of the newer.
No, never a smaller.
Yeah,
rig.
all the new stuff combined is about the same length. It's 30
That's
minutes
true.
ish.
Yeah, do like
True.
another brand new like three song one.
It'll be fun.
It'd be pretty awesome.
Well, you guys are already our first repeat act that's
Oh.
been in here now twice. Although nobody got to see the session from the first time because it got it fucked up.
yeah,
But
dude.
they at least got to see the interview with you guys last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was
The interview was too good. And they're like, "We got to have them back. I want to hear these assholes talk some more."
Yeah,
That
will you please get them boys to come in there and just
Yeah.
nod for a while?
That was a great episode for many different reasons, though. Like going back and I mean, obviously because unfortunately we lost Bennett at the end
Oh,
of last
yeah.
year, and
That's
he
crazy.
that was the first
Man.
episode he came on to co-host with us.
That was
And-
rough, man. I was really sorry to hear that.
But like, so I got to looking for stuff to kind of use for his memorial and things. Like I was going back through and watching a lot of that old footage from that episode, and I was like, oh man, like there were some funny ass fucking moments that happened during that.
Yeah, it was a good time. It
was pretty good. It was definitely. As I say, I know. Yeah, just know Ben was like
deathly ill.
Sick.
I was dead. I died.
We don't know what he had, but
you know.
But yeah, that was.
It is called 2019
syphilis.
No, I don't think it was.
But yeah, and then Dave was like gassed from working all day. So yeah,
pretty bad.
It was nice to get in here, like, a little earlier in the day today, have a little more chipper conversation.
That's one of the things, like, I wanted to make sure, especially this season, when we brought bands in here, I'm like, we are bringing bands in early.
That late night stuff's a little rough. We're old.
Well, we used to book, and I think when you guys came in the first time, we used to do them, like, during the week. Like, and I think you guys came in on, like, a Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
And that was part of what made it real rough because it was a weekday. Mm-hmm. Everybody had been working, and it's like, and then everybody gets here, and it's already, by the time we get it up and running, it's already like 6 p.m, and then we end up not getting out of here until 10 o'clock at night or something.
Yeah, sure.
And it's like everybody's so much more dead.
I feel like it was later than that.
It was by the time everybody got out of here, it was probably.
I thought we were in midnight.
Yeah,
I thought we were in the midnight neighborhood. Yeah, possibly it was.
All I remember is that we started
9:30.
Yeah, I think we started it. I think we actually started the podcast itself, like this part of it. I think we started that like after 9 o'clock.
We got a good reset this time.
Yeah, man.
It's a good fresh take on it all.
New,
but I was like, you know what? This season we're booking bands on weekends, and we're starting it as early as possible.
Yeah, man. It's pretty great. Sounded awesome.
Oh, dude, it sounded great.
Had a great time.
I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like when it's all put together.
I know. Let's say we just were listening to the audio earlier, and that was
really great.
Sounded pretty thick.
When are you gonna start dropping it?
I imagine with the way things have been going, this will probably be about a week out, because, like I said, we caught up with what episodes we had already pre-recorded. We had thought about going on a short break, which we might still do at some point within the next month, just to kind of, for one, give us a little bit of a break and also let us build up that buffer again. But like right now, as of releasing, we are about a week out from record to release. So
so when does that mean this will come out?
This would be coming out then a week from, well, the actual podcast would be a week from this coming Thursday.
Nice.
Okay.
So
that's the 20.
The whatever, because it may or may not come out at that time.
You can look it up on your iPhone at home.
By this time, you will know about it.
You know about it because you're watching it.
Which camera am I on?
Now. Which one's my close-up?
All right, Mike. And we're back.
I need a powder. Where's the powder?
Lisa? Can you have Lisa? There's like 1,000 people back here. We told you there was nobody.
You guys think this isn't like a crazy set? There's like 50 people. It's not safe, really, honestly, COVID-wise.
Don't make that noise either. Kidding. No, there's like, I saw a farm animal.
Oh, Bessie?
Yeah. No, never mind. I don't want to be.
Is that the cow you're milking right now? Sorry. No.
Oh, you're on my hair.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Luscious locks.
Ouch. Oh, fuck.
Stuck.
The fuck?
What you use for that conditioner, my man?
I've been using the argan oil, the OGX. Yeah. That stuff's pretty good.
I smell it from here, player.
Yeah. You might be smelling my Versace. And then, yeah.
And then,
there's some spritzes and stuff. I got prettied up to come in today.
All right, boy. Nice.
My girlfriend likes to spritz stuff on my hair. Into it.
It's payback, right, for spritzing it in her hair?
No. She does her own hair very, very well.
Wow, dude, I'm fucking slow right now. I was like, oh.
I understand now. That's what she said.
Damn.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got fucking slow rolled right there, Dave. Dave.
We'll be able to go back and see it turn over in my head.
Help me,
It's like,
Dave.
oh, jizz.
Fuck. I've been laughing so fucking hard today. And now,
Oh, shit.
holy shit, man.
We lost it when we called a Redtail hawk in. It's across the street on the light post, probably right now.
It's on our
waiting
Instagram
for
story.
us.
We posted a
Oh,
fucking
Oh, yeah, dude.
Picture of
It
it.
was epic.
and it was like right after we played, we
Probably
walked out.
meant supposed to be here,
it was like,
basically, is what it means.
It's a sign. It's a sign that you guys were meant to be here.
Dave,
Yeah,
we
man.
we summoned him, man. We were like, come to us.
The only other reason there would be a Redtail
didn't.
hawk in this
He
area.
did not come. Yeah, Dave was like, come on.
You were doing like dog calls.
I was like,
It was looking. It was like clearly looking at us.
yeah. It was like, what are those humans
yeah, but it was
doing?
kind of like,
Uh-oh.
But so what are your guys' plans now for like the rest of this? I know you talked about you got a couple of songs that you're looking at.
Yeah, I think
right? Yeah, as I say, right now,
Write and
any
record.
plans are kind of just to keep on attempting to finish up all the songs that we have kind of partially done, and then just practice till things are,
Keep our fingers crossed and
yeah.
hope that we can actually start doing live shows again
Seems
by
like
the end of the year.
maybe
Oh, yeah.
fall. It seems
That would be great.
seems like possibly this fall it could happen.
I'd be in
That would be nice.
Yeah, but then it's like, oh, it'll be in the fall. It's like, great, flu season. Perfect time to start things back
Yeah, well, you know,
up.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm going. I'm
I'm in.
the canary though.
I agree. I'm
the-
I'll do it as long as everybody's comfortable.
Did I space
Yeah,
out?
as long
You
as
talking
people
about
are being
do anything.
Just
Okay.
shows and
yeah,
stuff.
as long as people aren't being stupid.
I spaced out for a
Like-
second.
Yeah, right. As I say, as long as people aren't being like
Ready.
overly like, we don't give a fuck, spit in my mouth. Yeah,
I mean, normally you're down for that, but
right.
Well,
Licking faces.
yes.
You know, that's a no-no. I can't do that
Piss on
anymore.
me, beat me.
No, no,
No.
no.
What?
It's a pandemic.
That doesn't
by the way, you
succeed
can find
in
their
theory.
stuff at Redtail Band.
Redtailband.bandcamp.com.
There's too many dots. There's not that many
Which
dots.
camera?
Is it this one?
Redtail
Is there even one over
on
there?
Bandcamp.
over there. No, there's not. That's
My close up over here.
Fuck. Now they know.
Oh, dang it.
But yeah, it's just not even Redtail Band. It's just Redtail, and it's on Bandcamp, right?
redtailband.bandcamp.com.
Yes, it's Redtail Band. Yeah,
Download the app. It's
think
better.
about how
Yeah,
many
just
times it
download
was
it.
said the last time you
dude.
guys were in here.
Yeah, look at the last one.
If
dude.
if you forget what I said,
but
hit the rewind button.
pretty much most of the same stuff. We haven't put too much new stuff on there, but we do have one recorded that we just need to get our shit together and get it mixed. But we don't normally do this, but honestly, if somebody sees this and they want a shirt and some stickers, as long as there's not like a million, which I doubt it,
Hey,
we will
what,
see.
you-
No, I mean our crowd that we're capable of drawing.
We could help out like 30 of you.
Yeah, you know, like if there's just a few of you, you know what? I'll send you a shirt. You know, get a hold of us on Instagram, but you're gonna have to buy it. you know,
Yeah,
obviously.
we will.
But
We will exchange.
bye.
Take care of yourself,
See you, buddy.
sir.
we're losing
Yeah,
Benny
we're
for a little
losing.
bit.
Nice.
We're going in rogue. No audio tech whatsoever.
We actually now are going to switch studios.
I know. As I say, the levels are already set.
They're moving the outside of the studio around us,
Yeah.
See ya.
and we're going to be in a different studio when you are done. That's what just happened.
And here's a word from our sponsor.
And we're back. All right. Hey, thanks.
All right, we're back.
Do you
All right, everybody, we're back.
do you have Quip?
Quip?
Yeah, the toothbrush thing.
Oh,
I do.
no, like
It's
the
great.
one of
They're not a sponsor.
I was gonna
sponsor.
say,
But I like
we
it.
got to think of all the
Yeah, what are the
podcast
ones-
sponsors.
yeah.
Yeah, what Me Undies.
you know, and nobody's touring right now.
Omaha
but
Steaks.
if there were anything in the picture that wanted to sponsor us or
Oh, you're being serious?
If there was a like,
anybody, or I mean, I know it's a
We might
long
accept
shot,
a
but
sponsorship.
We
you know,
might
we would
be-
gladly accept one.
Really into showing you our clean tone,
Oh,
if you know what I mean.
say. we
First,
didn't,
here's my clean tone.
we didn't put that gear back there on purpose either.
No, not at all.
That was,
We didn't spend like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
bringing
That
these things.
we just
What's the
spent. We just
ankle?
spent like an hour like looking at it and just like playing with it.
you know, like
Yeah,
hey,
that's what we're. I
gotta
think
show
we're
your toys
kids.
off.
I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
here
like
for it.
children.
Yeah, we
with
love
the
to see
gear.
I want to do it again.
Ooh.
See, we should have.
every day.
We talked about it before you guys started playing, but we were saying we should have brought out our gear and just wrapped it all the way
Stacks.
around, and then you could have had a complete surround of just like nothing but speakers and amps.
Yeah, you guys. Any like little like avatar cab you guys come across that's like cheap, you gotta like snag it up so you can just have a wall for your backdrop.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Cab wall.
busted amps and just
It'd be
cover
easy
them.
to build a fake one actually.
Dope.
I used to have. I had a dummy cab at one point that was like just for looks. Like it wasn't loaded or anything. It was just a dummy cab.
Oh yeah.
And like,
It's.
I remember.
They
I
sound
mean-
great. I mean, you
Era.
put good speakers in them. They sound great. That little orange one that I had, it's like the brand is Seismic, and that's like super cheap, like
Yeah.
speakerless cabs that you can get. And I just put nice Eminence ones in it, and it's amazing. It's so nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
yeah,
Toys.
we've been finding like, with at least I have over the last few years that transporting all the copious amounts of shit to shows, like after a while, it gets kind of.
It's worth it.
It's cumbersome.
It's worth it.
So
but
we've actually been looking
it's a
at
conversation.
like
we've
I've been
been
looking
thinking
at
about
like
having,
scaling
but-
my rig down a little bit just for ease of packing.
Well, yeah.
Rig.
The goal now is like Ben's is like the biggest bear of all of them. So it's like, man, we need just
At least
more,
that's what he would like
we
everybody
need
to
more
think.
smaller
If-
cabs.
Oh, we're talking about his cab. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess I
Yeah,
should.
dude.
Well, yeah.
His hog.
My
it's
unit.
a problem as well.
It's gets in the way when hauling this gigantic cabinet. But I'm thinking we should
Because we all
probably
know
go.
guys that
I'm thinking going
need to have a
smaller.
lot of big equipment.
Smaller
really,
and
not
in-
compensate
and
for
larger in
anything.
It's
number.
more just a problem. It's not.
I was thinking about.
It's more just a problem. We can't help. We see toys and we're like,
Mhm.
Oh yeah, oh, I know the feeling.
It's like Homer
Stimulus
Simpson.
check
like,
came in.
donuts.
Yeah.
Just
Plus, I
can't.
don't have any kids, so it's like I just
Yeah.
like
That is your
Dave
child.
does.
mm,
And
yeah.
Dave crushes.
I do it anyway.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have gas, gear,
Fuck them
what is it?
Acquisition.
acquisition syndrome.
Yeah.
Can't help it, man.
With the internet, you can get great deals, trades. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Like you can find.
There's
The
too
thing that's
much.
always bad for me
There's
is
too
that like
much.
I find the stuff and then I hesitate on it because I'm like, should I not? And then
Yeah.
by the time I'm finally like, you know what, I'm gonna do it, it's gone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I
My,
should have just jumped on it when I had the chance.
My watch list on Reverb, like the Reverb app, is like deep.
Oh,
It's
it's, yeah.
Dude, there's stuff on there. I'm like, well, maybe one day, and it's like you're never gonna buy that, but it's like this is the I can dream list, basically, is all it is. But
Yeah. That's my Discogs
Yeah.
too.
that's a
Mhm.
problem. You just like sit there and just like twirling through the Reverb all day. It's like I don't need one of those. But that's a pretty good price.
Dude, all day.
All day.
I'm on
Okay.
Reverb so much.
Hey, if you feel like sponsoring us, that would be nice.
Oh yeah.
I'll show you my
It's like,
clean
nah,
tone.
man. They're not giving it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave-
my clean tone. This is getting sexual. What is your clean tone? I'll show you my clean tone.
Look,
Oy.
Oh,
does
well,
that zoom? Can I zoom it from here?
Airdrop. Just say words
Just
based around
airdrop.
technology. You're gonna airdrop it.
Synergy. sibilance. I'm sorry, were you trying
Jesus
to?
Christ, sorry. Sitting here like
Oh,
fucking...
Yeah, you were just talking about how we
You
did
know
this
what?
stuff
I
early.
changed my
So
mind. I don't
it
wanna
wouldn't
do
be-
this anymore.
I'm irresponsible and I stayed up too late. It's my fault.
Yeah, we
I feel the same way. I was up way too late last night.
did get a little bug.
It's the freaking weekend, baby.
Yeah, it was like 90s cool jams. Actually, we
Rock and
watched
roll.
we watched that Cadaver live stream on YouTube,
Yeah,
right?
see, that's why I'm
Was that
glad
on
we can
YouTube?
do this, because, yeah, people are loving, like, the live studio shows right
Yeah.
now, so this is,
Like-
just as good.
Yeah.
It was funny because I was I was getting on Tyler about that because we started doing this in 2019, and then of course as 2020 hit, we started noticing everybody was starting to move to doing these like live sessions, these in studio live sessions, and like live streams and things like that. And I was getting on him, and I was like, "Dude, I told you, like we gotta get this thing up and running because we're like now everybody else is jumping on this bandwagon."
Oh yeah,
Like we were, we started doing it. I felt like earlier than, especially around here, and definitely in this state, there really wasn't anybody really
Yeah,
doing
in the
it.
area, you're not, like...
And now there's a few of them. There's a few others that have popped up.
Are there?
Yeah.
Cool.
There's a few others, which honestly, a couple of them are from people that we're friends with, and like they're doing it in their area, which I think is awesome.
that's good.
And
I feel like a jerk.
so-
Who are those people at Fried Fest?
Oh, that's right.
our friends with
Yeah,
they're gonna shoot me.
I know. I feel like an asshole.
look it up.
It's the Toon Junkies crew.
Toon Junkies.
Yeah.
Why am I?
okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, we
I messed
haven't
up.
done
I don't
theirs
know why I
yet.
did that.
We will.
Shouts.
Like-
we will eventually.
we will
We'll get,
when-
Yeah,
we'll
we're-
get there.
We're gonna be doing some crossover stuff
when
with
we
them
can run
too,
our
so.
sled dogs again,
Yeah, we'll make.
we will be sure because we only travel by sled dog.
Yeah, dude.
And we got to get you guys. Have you guys done like
It's a lot of
all
dogs.
around music podcast yet too?
The what?
The all around music podcast. Those guys have been doing it for a while.
Just you guys.
No,
Like I'll hook you up with those guys too because they're good friends of mine. Like they've been on here. We did a crossover episode with them like early this season. But they're actually kind of what inspired us to do this in the first place.
dope.
Because we'd have been
I'll have
on
to
their
check that
podcast
out.
at one point.
Yeah, we're gonna make
But-
the local circuit.
Into that.
It's a good, safe way to put
It could be
put
a-
stuff out, basically.
Yeah. I
Good
mean,
way
most
to network.
most of everybody that's doing the podcast thing is kind of just focusing only on the podcast.
Right.
And we have a little bit of a one up in the fact that we're doing the live sessions too,
Mm-hmm.
where we. But then we've got, like I said, I've got a friend that's up north that does pretty much the exact same thing we do as far as live sessions. He doesn't really do a podcast, but he does like live session stuff. But so it's
Pretty fun.
catching
Cool.
on.
It's
But
definitely.
hopefully it doesn't end up with another one of those situations where we end up with like too many, too much.
Oh,
flooding
just
the
like
market
flooded
to
the
where it's
market,
like-
yeah.
Then it's hard to get anybody to
Podcast-wise,
actually
that's
pay
already-
attention. Oh yeah, podcasts are
The deed
already a
is
pain in
done.
the ass.
So,
Like-
but
Well, I look at
There's
like our
still room for more.
analytics for this, and it's like everybody watches the sessions and hardly anybody ever watches the actual podcast.
I think people.
Oh.
like
Yeah, talking.
Yeah, it's rough.
I
it's,
mean,
it's hard listening to people that are like, I don't know these
Yeah.
people. Like when I first got into actually listening to podcasts, I always looked for a podcast where they're interviewing somebody I knew.
mhm.
So
Yep.
when it's like more local people, it's hard to get people.
Yeah,
The music's definitely easier to draw people in. with.
Definitely. That gets people's attention. And it's like I've had some people suggest, well, hey, why don't you just, do a more traditional like show with it where like you integrate the live sessions into the podcast, edit it all together into
like,
one like thing.
KEXP style.
Yeah, and
where
it's
they
like-
kinda like
But
do
I
the
just
chat
really
during.
don't want to do it that way. Like
Sure.
I like doing it where, yes, I realize that the sessions are what more people are watching than the actual podcasts themselves. But the thing is that either way, it's bringing people to us. Like
Right.
if people are watching
Sure.
just the sessions or if people are watching, the podcasts, my hope is that people come in because of the sessions. They watch those and then they're like, oh, I want to find out more. And then they go and they watch the episode to learn more about the band and,
right. Yeah, just by chance that they do get interested, it's something else out
Plus,
there.
if for nothing else, it's nice to have just as a historical record for at some point, down the road. I look at like things that I've posted on social media 12 years ago. You know how the social media places will have like, here's like a time hop where you can like look at what you posted
Right.
10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's nice just to have that even just to go back and look at and be like, oh, I'm glad I actually captured that.
Right.
You know, I mean, like we were talking earlier with, you know, unfortunately, like with us losing Bennett, like the fact that I have 2 episodes that were both like an hour and a half long of us just sitting here shooting the shit with our friends.
Right.
That's something that I can go back to
That's
and
cool.
watch, you know,
Right.
and still get to hear his voice, still get to hear him laugh,
yeah.
you know, like, so it's cool in that sense, even if for nothing else, it's a good way to keep a record
That's
of
awesome, man. Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, man. It's just I was gonna say, even if people weren't gonna watch it, whatever, you just do it because you want to
Oh,
do
dude,
it.
exactly.
Do it because
I'm
it's
like,
fun.
I do it because I love it.
Yeah.
Like, it's something that I've always wanted to do, and I'm just going to keep doing it.
That's what
Like,
people get drawn to shit like that. So yeah, just
and I feel like, who
do it
knows,
'cause
at
you
some
want
point,
to.
one of these bands that, you know, we've been friends with for years and it's come in here, like, they might blow up, and then all of a sudden people start looking back at old videos and like, oh, look, here's this old video, and they were on this podcast, you know, 5 years ago or
Yeah, just
whatever.
well, yeah, having stuff to Google,
Mhm.
having
Yeah,
having
man.
stuff that can be searched is great.
Yeah. It's good
As
content.
well. Yeah, man.
Speaking of
is
content, you know,
right
you guys
now.
got a lot of content over there at Redtail.
Redtailband.bandcamp.com.
Check us out on Instagram as well. Posted a
Something.
lot of real dumb videos today.
Firing off those points.
Hand us your eyes on Instagram.
And some money.
Some money. PayPal.
No, you
We
don't.
do
You don't
PayPal.
have to. But like I said,
You could send us
if
money.
there's only a few of you, I'll send maybe a shirt.
Yeah, we don't really want to
But you gotta
do
buy it.
shipping things right now, but
But
Oh,
they're
we'll
dope.
figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't have like a
That's what I'm saying. If there's only
An
like
account.
a couple, if there's
Listen,
like
we got
30
like 30
people, it's like, oh,
shirts.
I'm not.
we also have
I
like
thought about
30
that
shirts.
too.
Like
I don't want to.
I'm honestly glad that we got rid of. I
It
think
would
we
be a
finally
good
got rid of
problem
all
to
the rest of our
have.
merch. Like,
If
I'm
I
showing.
did, I
Showing.
work for a living and
At
then,
least
and
the
then
merch that we
play
had.
music for fun. So
I like
it's
talking to the camera.
Well, it depends.
it sounds to
Depends
me
what
like
you
you need
have.
to start your own podcast.
No, I just got distracted.
Your own
Sorry.
vanity podcast. That would be great.
Just talk about
Ben's
Ben
vanity
stuff.
corner.
What's up, guys?
Hey, y'all.
This week on Ben stuff.
So today on Ben stuff, and we're back. Check out my new podcast called Ben
Beyond.
Beyond. It's Beyond. You spell that Beyn,
Oh.
right?
Dave language.
Or is it Hey B?
BEUN. is my
BEU.
standard.
Oh, the BEUN. Bam, bam.
You need to get his attention. Bam.
What's up?
See?
You say my name. Say my name.
Well, I'm glad that we got a chance to actually work this out and
Yeah,
get you
man.
guys in here again.
It's
It was
good.
good to get
It was
in,
good.
man.
It's
How,
Yeah.
how long did we just do? When did we start?
honestly, I don't even remember
think
when we
we-
started, but
Was that an
This
hour?
is at least an hour and some change, right?
yeah,
I
probably
think.
somewhere around there.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
thanks again for coming on.
Dude,
and
man, thanks for having us.
for
It's
having
great
us.
to
You
see you.
guys back
I'm
in
glad you're
again.
doing well. Thanks for having us back,
Yeah,
and
man.
look forward to seeing you again soon.
Oh yeah, and
Huh?
we'll definitely still be doing stuff together.
Redtailband.bandcamp.
Yeah, Redtail Band. It is Redtail Band, right?
Redtailband.
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
Now enjoy this
Dot com.
content in these trying times.
May I offer you this content?
Please. Adieu.
Share it with your friends, please. Subscribe. Hit that notification
Yeah.
bell.
Yes. Smash that button.
Everybody gets real
That's
aggressive
what
when they
she
start bringing that up
said.
now. That's become a
It's
joke
funny.
now.
better
It was
smash
such a
that fucking
cringy
like.
thing to watch on YouTube when that became a
that
thing and everybody was doing it.
button.
But now having run a YouTube channel now for the
Whereas-
last
Well,
couple
now
of
you
years,
can make fun of it because
it's
it's like
like-
a thing to make fun of it
I
now.
get
Is
it
it over
because, like, in order for you to be able to do certain things with your channel, you have to have a certain number of subscribers, a certain number of views, and like, so that's why everybody's always pimping their shit out so much. Is like,
I just don't like when people say smash seriously. It's like, you're going to smash that like...
No. Not unless.
You gonna mace on it?
Mace,
Mace
shit.
If you're going to say it, you got to do it.
You gotta mash it.
It's like,
Mace.
y'all go ahead and just
Smash.
smash that button when you're done here.
Yeah.
And be sure to go check out redtailband.bandcamp.com.
It's on there.
So how do you end these things?
Bye.
Usually like this. We just say,
I was gonna say,
we just
we're-
say that's it, and then we,
Why'd
you
you
know.
say that, Ben? We're in it. We were doing it right there. And we're back.
And by that, I think we're just gonna all walk off camera.
Well, I didn't know. Does it just cut?
Yeah. We
okay.
just kind of end
Oh,
it.
I'm
We just say,
You're gonna take that out.
We were in it.
No, did I ruin it?
No.
we'll see you guys next week.